Hello? Hey. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, that's okay. We'll make it work. Take this off.
Elsie, Elsie.
That's her spot. Like she will sleep there all day long.
You don't do anything all day, do you?
Right? I mean, I kind of can understand that though. Hi, good Monday morning. Welcome to World of Science. I know we're getting closer and closer to the end of school. So we got a couple of more experiments for you, of course, every Monday and Wednesday. And I'm super excited about this one because I love bubbles. And this solution that we're going to create is going to create some of the coolest bubbles that you can actually hold in your hand. So you only need a few ingredients. This is super simple. The hardest part about this is that you're gonna have to wait for your solution to settle and bind together. And I'll explain what that means in a minute. But the couple of things that you're gonna need 1 cup of water. You're going to need Dawn dish soap. It doesn't have to be Dawn. However, I just found that this creates the best bubbles. One way that you can make this more of an experiment, some trial and error, is you can try different types of dish soap and see which ones create the best kind of bubbles. I found that for some reason, Dawn works the best. So that's what I'm gonna use. So you'll need 1 tablespoon of Dawn dish soap, and you're gonna put that in the water. And then here is the magic ingredient that is going to bind our dish soap and our water together. You don't have to put this in, but it does make the bubbles stronger and it does make them last for longer. So this I picked up at CVS. This is just glycerin. I found this in the beauty section. This is a little bit difficult to find right now, only because I think people are using it for some DIY, maybe hand sanitizer or soaps. But I did get this in the beauty section at CVS. It's a little bit on the expensive side. It was about $4 or $5 for just this bottle. But if you want to make bubbles all summer long, it's certainly worth it because you only need a tablespoon of glycerin for each cup of water that you use. And this creates a lot of bubble solution. So once you have the dish soap and the glycerin in your cup of water and you mix it up and it settles, I told you the difficult part is you're gonna have to wait. This works the best if you leave that solution and you don't touch it for 24 hours. A whole day, you gotta wait, but I promise the wait is worth it. Two more things that you're gonna need is you're gonna need just some winter gloves. I've got 2 of them here. These are just gloves I think I got from the dollar section at Target. They're nothing fancy. You can also use plastic gloves. I don't have a bubble wand, so we're gonna use what we've got. And this is a smoothie straw that I've cut open the end of it to make a little bit of an opening. And this works just as well as a bubble wand. So I have my solution that I created yesterday, and it's been sitting for 24 hours. And I wanna show you what amazing bubbles this creates. So the enemy of a bubble is gravity as well as oil and dirt. All of those things will break down that beautiful bubble and that thin layer that a bubble is, the reason why it's so beautiful. So if we take our solution and we just blow a bubble, It's not as good as a regular bubble wand, but it does work. And it hits my hand, it pops. The reason is because I've got a lot of oil, I've got a lot of dirt on my hands. Now, if I blow another bubble and it hits my clothing, you can see it bounces a little bit, but as soon as it hits my skin or it hits any dirt that I have on my clothing, that bubble pops. You might notice that when you blow these bubbles, that the bubbles linger for longer on your carpet or any surfaces that don't have a lot of oil or dirt on them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my clean glove, just my regular winter glove. Again, plastic gloves, kitchen gloves work too. And this is clean, so there's not a lot of, there probably is some dirt on this, some oil just from touching my skin, but all in all, it's pretty clean. So we're gonna take our bubble, and because this bubble is not being weakened by the oil or the dirt, it bounces, it's amazing. And you can actually hold this in your hand. See, I put a little too much pressure on that one, but I've got a little secondary one there. You can hold it in your hand, and I mean, how often can you hold a bubble and, you know, bring it around and show it to your parents and to your friends? The cool part about this is because this has the glycerin and that these bubbles are a little bit stronger, you can create bigger bubbles. I can't create too big of bubbles because I don't have a very good bubble wand. I've got the makeshift bubble wand. But you can create really big, strong bubbles that you can bounce around on your hand. And you can actually, if you have a brother or sister, you guys can each wear a glove and you can bounce them back and forth, kind of like you would play catch, but it's with a bubble. I mean, how cool is that? So we're gonna do this one more time just so you guys get a good idea. So there you go, there's your bubble. Again, Dawn dish soap, glycerin, and water, and a bubble wand. And it's super simple, it's super easy, and this is an awesome summertime activity that you can do outside, you can do it inside like I'm doing, it doesn't make too big of a mess. And I'll be honest, this has entertained me for a long time, and I am an adult. So this is fun for the kids, it is fun for the adults, it's fun for everybody, and it's really easy. I think the hardest part is gonna be finding the glycerin, but again, I found this at CVS. You can also order this off Amazon, has it right now too. So I hope you guys have fun making bubbles. Let me talk to my producer for a minute. Mia, do we have any questions, comments, concerns? Yes, I can hear you. It does. So you can use corn syrup. I believe the Karo is the brand. Is that a corn syrup brand? I think it is. You can use that too. Glycerin works the best, but corn syrup is definitely a substitute as well because it helps bind together the dish soap and the water. All right, well, how much glycerin? Just a tablespoon of glycerin and a tablespoon of Dawn dish soap for 1 cup of water. And again, you have to leave this overnight. You don't have to, that's the way that it works the best. That's the way that you get these big, nice, beautiful bubbles. Whoops. Like this one that will bounce and last. If you don't wait 24 hours, you might have a little bit of a different result. And that can be part of your experiment. You know, what is the best time to wait? What is the best dish soap to use? What works better, glycerin or corn syrup? And have fun with it. Create a whole experiment out of it. And it's a lot of fun, I promise. Yes. Can you repeat that? I can't really hear you. I'm trying to, I think I lost my producer there. So I'm just gonna, since I can't hear her questions anymore, I think I'm just going to say goodbye to you guys for right now. And if you have any more questions, you can leave them on Facebook Live and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And I will see you on CBS 46 at noon. Enjoy the beautiful weather. It's a little bit cold outside, but it is beautiful.